Hello, are we ready? It is time to work out. We're gonna do a total body workout. We're gonna start with kicks forward. This is a gentle stretch for the back of the leg. Gentle stretch for the back of the leg. Look at my leg, it is softly bent. That's what I want your leg to look like. Look at me, I'm touching my knee. I'm touching my knee. I'm not touching the toe. Ooh, look at that, it rounds the back out. I don't wanna see that. I can't see you, but let's pretend I could. Don't round your back out. Thank you. Stay tall, stay tall. Just a gentle kick forward. We're just getting physically ready for a workout, warming up the legs a little bit, right? All right, team. Next up, we're gonna do a forward lunge. Step out, bend your knees, push back. If this hurts your knee, you're gonna do a reverse lunge. Big step back, okay? Because if anything causes pain, you stop doing it. That is the rule for the warm-up. That is the rule for the workout. If anything causes pain, you stop doing it. Take as long of a break as you need between exercises. Drink water even if I don't announce a water break. Let's do a couple more here. All right, we're gonna squat. Squat with a pause at the bottom. Squat down, pause, bring it up. Squat down, pause, bring it up. Still in the warm-up phase, so maybe your squat is more narrow. I just kind of naturally stepped into a wide squat today. So that's what I'm doing. You do what's best for you. No need to overthink this, right? We're just warming up the muscles. I also sound a little bit out of breath, so I guess we're getting a little cardio warm up as well. No cardio in the workout today, just straight weightlifting, straight strength. So get ready for that. You got water and you've got a set of weights, I hope. All right, team, next up, we're doing the bent over row motion. So not using any weight at all for this. So what's the motion? We hinge at the hips. That's how we get into position. And arms are down here. We pull elbows up. We squeeze shoulder blades together and release. Lift, squeeze, and release. Nobody's using weight here. What we're doing is activating our back muscles, right? So sometimes we use weight to help us do that, but really let's use our brain to help us do that. How do we connect to our body and activate our muscles? We don't always need weights to help us do that. You can feel your back heating up, right? Your upper back, where we squeeze at the top. You can and you should. I hope you do. All right, team, stand tall. Arm circles here. Look at my strong arms. Not a noodle arm. What's a noodle arm? We want strong arms here. Fingertips reaching out towards opposite walls. This is gonna warm up shoulders. So feeling the heat come to the shoulders. What's this lower body doing? I hope not. Find that stability there. 10 seconds. Ooh, those shoulders strong. Arms reach out. Body stays still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here's what's happening. We have a list of 15 exercises. Some of them we do for a minute. Some of them we do for 30 seconds. We go through the whole list 2 times. We'll be done. Okay, first things first, squat press. Squat press is for a minute. This is what a squat press looks like. Naturally step those legs apart. Squat down and then press, okay? Or maybe you're holding one weight at your chest here. Squat down and press. Or maybe no weight at all. Just do the motion. If you're not holding weight, you're doing the motion. Okay, it's a minute of work, team. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squat. What's a good squat? Push that booty back. We want the knees to stay behind the toes. When we stand, what's a good overhead press? We've found stability in the torso. We find stability in the lower body to support us as we press overhead. When we press overhead, biceps come by the ears. My back doesn't go anywhere. My back doesn't arch. Ooh-wee, no way. It's gonna hurt your back. So really strong. Find that pace that works for you so that you can really pay attention to every piece of this. 15 seconds here. Feeling shoulders, yes. Feeling legs, good. 5, 2, and 1. Nice. Whew. Okay. Next up, 30 seconds of work holding weight. If you want to hold weight, here's what we're doing. Lunge back, my right leg up to a knee. Right leg again. We're staying on one side for 30 seconds. You can hold weight or not hold weight for this. Also, if balance is an issue for you today, take a tap, lift the knee. Take a tap, step it back. Okay? Here we go. 30 seconds. And up. Woo! I'm a little off balance to start. Team, you're staying on one side. Right leg back, right leg up. Right leg back, right leg up. My left leg here, planted, is the one where I'm going to be feeling the work, right? Right leg steps back, comes up, looks fancy in this knee lift. The left leg is the one pushing down into the floor. Feeling hamstrings, feeling glutes, feeling quads on the left side. That's 30 seconds. We're switching. 3, 2, 1, here we go. When we know what's happening, we don't have to take as long of a transition time, right? Because we know what's coming. So now we're working that right leg. Right foot pushes down. Planted that right foot. Stepping back, bending both knees. That's something I see a lot, where the back knee isn't bent. Let's bend the back knee on this lunge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now back to a minute of work. Bent over row, we're alternating arms. So let's hinge down, check that back, that flat back. One arm at a time, we row. Let's do it, team. Row, one arm at a time. Come on, row. My face is looking at the floor. And when I pull that weight up, my shoulders are square, my hips are square. There's no rotation. This is not it. Please don't rotate. Keep shoulders square, hips square, torso square, everything in alignment. You're pulling your elbow up. Breathing. Give me 30 seconds. Breathing. I'm feeling my upper back work because I'm pulling my weight up, right? I'm feeling my low back work because I'm holding myself here in position. Legs are softly bent. What's your form like, team? Check in with yourself. Check your form. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. Next up, we're getting into an isometric lunge hold. So my right leg is going to come back, and I just hold the lunge here. Then my right arm overhead press. Okay, can you see that? We go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Look at my torso. Look at my legs. Goal here is no movement. I do feel a little bit wobbly as I hold my balance, but those little movements are fine. What we don't want is a lot of rocking around, right? Find that stability in your core. Find that stability in your legs. We're so close. This one's so hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, 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 woo. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So now my left leg is back. My left arm is working. Chest is up, right? Burning, burning, burning. My legs are burning. This is getting my heart rate up too. Excuse me. Give me 6 seconds here. Keep holding, team. Hard for me too. And rest. Whew. Nice job. Kick your booty. It's a nice active stretch for those quads. Whew, mine need it. Next up, we curtsy to a bicep curl. That looks like this. Curtsy, bend both knees. That's a big cross. Bend both knees. Then bicep. Each side, okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's a tip. Don't put that stopwatch across the room. You're gonna need it. Look how my torso stays tall even when my legs are bent. That's what the good form on that curtsy looks like. Next up, front foot stays planted. So it doesn't come off the floor. Heel stays down, toes stay down. And we come to standing and do a really controlled bicep curl. There's no swinging weights here. Just stand tall, lift, and lower. 20 seconds. Stand tall, lift, and lower. You can hear me breathing heavily, right? This one gets that heart rate up. Working the big muscles of the lower body. 4, 3, 2, and rest. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Okay. Next up, stiff-legged deadlift, single leg. My right leg is gonna lift, my left leg stays down for 30 seconds. Left leg softly bent. Let's go, team, come with me. If your balance isn't great today, hold on to a wall. I'd rather see you hold on to a wall than flip-flop fall all over the place and not do this movement. I'm going slowly. You should go this slowly. My weights come to about my ankle. Maybe yours come to about mid-shin. This is not about going to the floor. That's 30 seconds. We're going to switch legs. Right leg plants, left leg lifts. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is about getting a good stretch in the back of the legs, driving foot into the floor as you come to standing. Working the hamstrings, working the glutes, working the low back, working balance, working core, right? 10 seconds here. Look at one thing on the floor the whole time. That'll help you balance. 5, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. To the floor, team. We're holding a plank. We're holding a plank for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So I'm on my hands. You can be on your elbows. I'm on my toes. You can be on your knees. If you drop to your knees, I'd like to see you do it just like that, where we're on our toes here. Drop to the knees, we come to the right positioning. Rather than being more of a hands and knees position, it's more of a plank position to work the abs, which is what we want. When we're holding positions here, we need to make sure to not hold our breath. That's an easy thing to do. So keep breathing while we're here. Wrists are right under the shoulders. And then booty is in line with the shoulders. Oftentimes people think a plank happens here. But if you do that lift, booty in line with the shoulders, you're gonna feel those abs engage. So we want torso parallel with the floor. 10 seconds. 7. Keep breathing, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, coming onto your back. We're going to do a dead bug, but we're going to do 30 seconds on one side. So we usually alternate the dead bug. So first things first, we set up that tabletop leg, knee over hips, shins parallel with the floor. Now my arms reach up, my head stays on the floor, and my right arm, left leg go to the floor. Here we go, team. It's 30 seconds. When I extend my limbs, my low back stays in contact with the floor. This is an ab exercise. You should feel your abs. I feel mine right away as I extend and pause, making sure my low back stays in contact with the floor. Extend and pause. This is 5, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch to the other. Right leg, left hand, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If your low back is popping up off the floor, you can't control it, let's not take the leg so low, right? Kick more up towards the ceiling. There's an option for a modification. Or keep that leg bent, tap the foot to the floor. You're still going to feel those abs working. You're going to have more control over the torso if you do it that way. And what we want is control of the torso. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, team, come on up. We flip back over, and it's time for push-ups for 1 minute. We go in 3, 2, 1, begin. So I've chosen to start on my knees because I know push-ups for a minute is a challenge. And the way I'm going to pace myself here and get to the end of the minute is to just start on my knees. I've also picked a pace that I can maintain for a minute. Another way, team, is to kind of add a pause here at the top and then do a push-up and then a pause. I just like to see you slow down the movement and make it for a minute rather than giving up at some point, right? Because here we're holding a high plank. That's a benefit to us. So see if you can slow down besides just giving up completely or taking a rest completely. I shouldn't say giving up. I know you're trying hard. 8 seconds. We're exhaling as we push that floor away. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Okay, team. Next up on the list, a side plank hold. This can happen. Let me show you what it looks like. So here we are. So here's an option. You can be on your elbows. Now look at my feet. They're staggered. I can stack them, or I can have this knee down, side plank, okay? You get to pick what you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You want the action of pushing the hips to the ceiling the whole time. You also want to make sure that chest stays open and almost, whoa, I'm losing it, almost rotating up towards the ceiling. So we can be really closed up top in a side plank. So how do we open? Open more towards the ceiling. Push the hips up, team. Get that good oblique burn here. 2 and 1. Okay, flipping over for 30 seconds on the other side. A nice trick is to start with bent legs so that when you lift, you get that height. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I get that height here. When I start on the floor with straight legs and then lift my hips up, I'm not going very high. Makes it a really big fight to stay off the floor, keep my body up. So here, I'm feeling really high, in control, not just struggling not to touch the floor, right? But actually actively pushing hips up for 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water. We're to the end of the list. We're doing it one more time. So remember, second and final time through. If you are feeling energized and gas in your tank, ready to go, maybe you lift heavier weights this round. If you're feeling more fatigued, maybe you dial back. Maybe you don't hold any weight at all for this second round. Just be really mindful of how your body's feeling as we progress to the second round. We are here. We have arrived. Squat press, team. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Remember the squat press? We squat, we press. as always, with a combo move. So here we're combining squats and overhead presses. You can always take out one of these movements. You can just do squats here. You can just do overhead presses. Always that option. Just a few combo moves sprinkled in. You do what works best for you today. Really strong core as we press up, right? What's that athletic base look like? It's always hard, or just take some thought to set up your athletic base on this combo move, but take the time to do it. 10 seconds, athletic base before you press up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, team. 30 seconds. We've got reverse lunges to a knee lift. Remember, just one side first. I'm doing my right leg back, right knee up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First round, I didn't use weights on this. This round, I'm feeling like I could. Takes a little bit extra balance and thought to keep the weights from swinging around, to keep control of the movement. It's just the right leg back, right knee up. Left leg pushes into the floor. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, second side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Left leg goes back, left knee comes up. Chest is open. Finding that balance, even though we're holding weights, right? Changes the game a little bit. 10 seconds. Right leg pushes down into that floor and rest. Nice. Okay, alternating bent over row. Remember, we've come into that bent over row position. With weight, pull one at a time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're back to a minute of work here. Back to 1 minute of work. Inhale, exhale. When you pull up, can you think about your back contracting? Pulling the elbow up here, squeezing that back, upper back. You have to make that mind-body connection. Check that flat back. We're still maintaining good posture. We're almost there, team. We have about 25 seconds left. Knees are softly bent still. My gaze is down at the floor, not here. Keep that neck neutral. Give me 10. Keep your abs turned on. Keep that rotation away. No rotation. 5, 2, and 1. Nice. Woo-wee. Feeling that back. Okay. Everybody's favorite. We've got an isometric lunge with an overhead press. Those legs don't move. Those legs only burn. I'm going to be right here with you, team. Here we go. Right leg goes back. Right arm presses. It's 30 seconds each side. Find stability in your core. Gaze is forward, chest is up. No movement in the legs, no movement in the core. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ha ha ha. That is a challenge. Left leg goes back, left arm works. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hold. Get that breathing going. Get the breath moving. We're almost there, team. Come on. All right, 10 seconds. Not a question. I'm telling you, we've got 10 seconds. Hold on tight. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Ooh. Every time, that gets me every time. Kick your booty. Kick your booty. Okay. Curtsy to a bicep curl. Here's another one of those combo moves. You can omit half of this if you would like. So maybe you're just gonna curtsy. Maybe you're just gonna bicep curl. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Let's do it. This is a minute. Got a big cross back. Front foot stays planted. Front foot points forward. I think a lot of times that front foot can point off to the diagonal. You can point off diagonally. Let's keep it pointed forward. Control of the bicep curl portion. Control. 20 seconds to go. Biceps feeling strong. Legs feeling strong. Come on, team. Push the front foot into the floor as you rise up. Feel that glute engage as you rise up. 5. You got it. All right, team. Last one. Woo-wee. Nice. Take a rest. Whew. Okay. I'm getting water. What do we have? 5 minutes of work to go. Alternating stiff-legged deadlift. Remember, start with me. Left leg stays down, right leg comes up. Let's do it, team. This is 30 seconds. Back is flat. This is a rounded back. I don't want this. This is a flat back. That means your back is working to hold the weights, right? They're not pulling you down. You're lowering and lifting the weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, team. 30 seconds on the other side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. My right leg is planted. My left foot rises behind me. Raises? Rises? I don't know. Should I announce that I was an English major or not? Should I keep that part to myself? 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, team. Plank. We plank for a minute. We do dead bugs. We do push-ups. We do side plank. Plank. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Remember, take those breaks when you need them. I know this is swift. We're moving swiftly. When you need those breaks, team, you pause the video and you take a break, and then you join back up. Now we're in this holding position, right? We're holding a plank, but not holding our breath. Halfway there. Elbows are softly bent. We don't lock our joints out. What's your booty doing? Is it here? I hope not. I hope it's here. Abs pulling up and in. We want the abs to be feeling like they're squeezing, they're bracing, not sucking in, but bracing and working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team. Dead bugs are next. So we set up the dead bugs like we always do, legs in tabletop, arms reach up. For me, I'm gonna do a right arm, left leg for 30 seconds. Staying on one side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. I extend, I pause, I return to center. Remember those modifications. If you're having a hard time keeping the low back in contact with the floor, that leg is gonna kick up more than kick to the floor. So it kicks up here, right? Or if you're having problems keeping that low back on the floor, you keep that leg bent, you tap the toe down. 3 seconds, everybody. 2, and rest. Second side. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whoa, I almost couldn't figure it out, and then I did. Takes a little bit of brain power, right? Feeling abs here. Control of the torso, low back pressing into the floor. That's an action. Low back presses down. That doesn't come unless I make it happen. 3, 2, 1. Ooh-wee, feeling those abs work. Push-ups are next. Push-ups are next. All right, team. 3, 2, 1, begin. This is a minute of work. I'm feeling like I have a little gas in the tank. I took stock of my feelings. So I decided to start this round on my toes. You might still be on your knees, or maybe you've started on your toes as well. Always the option, which I'll probably take in a second, to drop to my knees. As I lose form, I have to modify. This is a modification. Keeps my core in proper alignment. I was starting to arch my back a little bit too much, sag in the belly a little bit when I was on my toes. 20 seconds left here. So since I was starting to lose good form, had to start to modify. Less than 10 seconds. Push the floor away, team. We exhale and push the floor away as we come up. One more push-up, one more push-up. Ooh, okay. Side plank, side plank. Here we go. Start with those legs bent. Feet can be staggered, feet can be stacked. We lift. Here, 30 seconds. Chest rotating open towards the ceiling. I'm pushing, actively pushing my hips to the ceiling to get that oblique activity here. And I'm breathing on these exercises that we hold. So good to keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, switch sides. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Actively pushing hips to the ceiling. It's the halfway point. Are you feeling these obliques? Lift those hips, feel those obliques kick in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Team, that's it. Total body. Focus on strength today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.